Hey, welcome to 5 Ways to Get Your Shit Together Before the Holidays. We are going to make these last 2 months the best 2 months of 2020. I am committed to that, and that is what I want for you also. Hi, Donna. So I'm going to give people a couple minutes to hop on. Not too long though, because I like to just dive right in. My dog is walking around under the tripod. Always fun. Anyway, hey Karen, nice to have you here. Thanks, Donna. Yes, I am super excited about this topic. I am getting in the spirit with the Santa hat that may not stay on me that long because it is hot and itchy, but it's cute. I've got a little Mariah Carey and Justin Bieber playing in the background. Maybe I should turn this up a bit. It's the Justin Bieber version because that's, the best version. So anyway, I'm giving everybody a couple minutes to hop on. When you do so, say hi. I love hearing from you guys. Make sure you seem to take notes because we're going to cover a lot tonight and you are going to want to save this information. So if you are new here, and I do see a lot of people that I know, which is awesome, but I'll just take a second to introduce myself. I'm Elizabeth. I'm a 54-year-old double certified health coach, blogger, social media influencer. I am here to show you what's possible. And we're going to turn the music down now because I want to actually talk. So I really believe that I'm here to show you what's possible. Just a quick backstory. I'm divorced after a 25 plus year unhealthy relationship. No regrets, no blame. Hey, Mandy, yay. Thank you for bringing your notepad and so good to have you here. So there's no blame, no regrets, but at the age of 49, I literally started recreating my life and designing how I wanted it to be. And instead of letting things happen to me and just reacting, I changed to responding. And I really, really made some great strides. And now I am living this life that is just, it's not perfect and it's messy and it's raw and it's real, but it's just beyond amazing. And I'm so in love with my life. And that's what I want for you. So, hey, Lisa. So I am really here to show you that whatever crazy shit you've been through, because we have all been through something. Everybody's got a backstory. You can come back better than ever. It's not just about getting your life back. It's about coming back, being like turned on, lit the fuck up, and head over heels in love with your life. That's the way I feel, and that's what I want for you. So my brand, Happy, Healthy, and Hot, is more than just a cute name. It starts with happy for a reason. That's the mindset. Healthy is the nutrition. And hot is more, it's the fitness, but it's more than that. It's the attitude, the vibe. It's just like showing up and owning who you are and having that confidence, because I am really big on body confidence. That's the thing I love to talk about. But tonight, we are talking about getting our shit together before the holidays. So true to brand, the information that I give you is going to be a mix of mindset, nutrition, and fitness. And I'm just going to go dive in and get started. I want to, leave comments. Hey, Margaret, good to have you here. Hey, Priscilla. Wow, this is a great group tonight. So many fun people. So, I call it this 5 tips to get your shit together before the holiday, but it's really deeper. I would say it's more than that. It's really 5 topics that we're going to cover. And within each topic, I'm going to give you a lot of tips. And then based on your comments, we're probably going to dive deeper on, I kind of know which one I think I want to dive deeper on next week, but I want to hear from you guys what you want. So we're going to start with the first one. No is a complete sentence. Write that down. No is a complete sentence. This is going to help you, not just at the holidays. This is going to help you with life. Your time and energy are precious, and it is up to you who gets to share them. And if you don't make this decision first, like when you make this decision, it makes all the other stuff easier. So being able to say no, this is time of year when we're bombarded with things like a lot of fun activities we want to do, but some things are kind of obligations, or everybody's asking for, you to volunteer or bake something or bring something, donate your time, donate your money, donate your stuff. That's all great when it's done from a place of abundance and you feel good about doing it. But when it starts to just eat away at you, you've said yes to too many things. So learning to say no without apology or justification is extremely powerful. Again, not just at the holidays. Everything I'm telling you is going to help us so much these next 2 months, but this is year-round. This is stuff that's going to help you all the time. So saying no without apology or justification is extremely powerful. It's something that really changed my life. It's about setting boundaries. It's about saying, I'm not available. Again, it's not saying no to everything, but it's about picking and choosing and saying yes to the things that are truly important and meaningful to you. It's also about, sure, we all have some obligations. Maybe there's some things that you kind of need to attend for various reasons. You don't need to be the last one there. You can be the first one to leave. You've made your appearance. You've done your thing. Look out for you. Set boundaries for yourself as well. So say no to distractions. This is super important. Saying no to distractions, especially your phone. Now, we love our phones. I love my phone. I'm using it right now to talk to you guys, and it's awesome, and it's such a great way to stay connected. But I believe it's so important year-round, especially this time of year, to put your phone down morning and night. Those early morning hours when you're first getting up and before you go to bed are when you're really setting the tone for, how your day is going to go and how your life is going to go. And if you started off distracted by news, other people's social media, comparisons, that type of stuff, it's not a good way to start your day. So, super important to say no to distractions. So that was our first topic. No is a complete sentence. And we'll review these at the end because I know some people are hopping on late. Next, and this is one that I think we could dive a lot deeper on, so we're going to touch on it tonight. Hi there, Insta on 3D. I don't know you, but drop your name so I know who you are when you come on next time. Anyway, so our next topic is, because I tried to give these cute fun names, sugar and spice and everything nice. And that's the stuff that can be really hard to resist this time of year. And you don't need to resist it. It's a matter of doing this, everything mindfully. So sugar cravings and emotional eating can be really big this time of year. And this, again, thank you. I like my Santa hat, but it's getting a little toasty. And this is something that I think could be a whole other live, just talking about the cravings and also just ways to kind of optimize your nutrition this time of year. So a couple of things that can help you really deal with cravings are, first of all, optimizing your sleep. Sleep actually regulates, okay, the hat's coming off, guys. I'm sweating like crazy. It was cute, but now it's off. So getting proper sleep actually helps to regulate your satiety hormones, which are called ghrelin and leptin. You don't need to remember those, but they're what's responsible for keeping you satisfied and also hungry. And they get really out of whack when we're not getting enough sleep. And then, hey, Snake Oil and Roses, and I forget your actual first name. Can you drop it in the comments? I know I've asked you before, and I'm going to remember this time. But I'm glad that you are here. Anyway, so when those satiety hormones are off, when you're not getting enough sleep, that's when you're much more likely to, I find myself really craving sweets when it's like that. You'll be roasting in the hat. Yes, it is. It makes me sweat like crazy, but it is. Oh, Shannon. Maybe I didn't know that. I will remember that for next time. Thank you for telling me, Shannon. So anyway, getting enough sleep is going to help regulate the satiety hormones. That is going to help you with cravings. Getting enough protein and fat is extremely important as well. So again, they help keep you satiated. The fat actually keeps your brain like humming nicely, if that makes sense. And those also help you avoid cravings. I think it's really important to enjoy these things mindfully. So, going into the season, thinking about what are the treats that you really love and you really enjoy? And it doesn't matter what they are, but choosing to enjoy those mindfully and think about things that don't matter, like the cookies that people are bringing into the break room at work, or, the things that you don't really care about, and don't eat them because they're there, but choose to mindfully enjoy the things that really matter to you. And thank you for the hearts. And I think, and this is something where I really dive deep when I'm working with clients one-on-one, not just around the holidays year round. If you can think ahead, what are the things that tend to trip you up? What are the situations? What are the foods that maybe you feel like you can't resist, but they really make you feel not great? Or they really have consequences for you? And really, we look at that stuff together and come up with strategies to deal with that. But that's something you can do on your own, is at least take a couple minutes to think about what are those areas where you tend to slip up and be prepared for them. I think sometimes you just have to keep stuff out of the house. So don't feel like, oh, I need to have all these treats on hand because somebody might stop by. You do not need to have all those treats on hand. So if you're like, don't fill the jar with the cute holiday colored Hershey miniatures if you're going to eat the whole, if you can't stop picking at them. Fill the jar with the stuff you don't like and it'll still look just as cute. Or just don't put junk in the jar at all. But you know what I mean? Like, don't bring the stuff into the house if you can't resist it, and then you're going to have regrets later. It's just not worth it. And I do post recipes, especially on my blog. There's a link to I think there's a link to my website in my bio. I post a lot of recipes for healthier options, kind of keto-friendly, low-carb options for a lot of baked goods. And they're amazing and they're super fun. And I love to make those and share them with people so they can see that this stuff really does taste good. So that is an option also. You can definitely make some of that, like stuff like check my feed. There's tons of recipes. But I encourage you to freeze the extras. So I made these amazing, hey Carrie, these amazing coconut cookies with chocolate drizzle that are keto friendly, super low carb, actually really nutritious. I made a batch of them last week, but you know what I did? I froze most of them because I knew that if I had those around, I could still go overboard on them. Treats are still treats. Like, even the healthier versions doesn't mean you eat 10 cookies. So I've got some in the freezer waiting for me the next time I want a treat. So that's something else I would encourage you to do. So that was it for sugar and spice and everything nice. But you guys, is that something you would like more of? More tips on the actual eating and nutrition strategies, how to deal with the cravings? You got it, Carrie? And Carrie, I know you just joined. I was really in the spirit whenever I was first hopping on with this Santa hat, but I've got my ring light on, and ring light plus Santa hat equals like really sweaty girl. So I had to take it off, but it was cute. It was cute at the time. So anyway, is that something you guys would like? Would you like more information on the nutrition? Let me know in the comments if there are things you want to hear more about, because that gives me ideas for what I can cover in, these sessions are for you. I have a lot of information and a lot of ideas. Thanks, Carrie, and so many things. Oh, thank you, Margaret. I love sharing recipes. And so many things I love to share. So I love hearing from you what you want more of and what you want me to share in these lives, because it's exciting. Okay, our next little topic here is shopping is cardio. What this means is this is the time of year to work fitness into your day. This is not the time to say, I'm going to start this new elaborate workout routine, because you know what? You're probably not going to stick with it, and then you're going to feel like you failed. You didn't keep a promise to yourself. So I think it's really important to set goals that you can stick with and feel really good about. So some great ideas, things that you can do to work fitness into your day. One of my favorites, and I've been doing this my whole life. Well, thank you, Corinne. And thank you, Priscilla. And something I've been doing my whole life, partly because my dad was always so funny about this, but park your car as far away from the store as you can when you shop. You are going to work extra steps into your day. It's amazing how this adds up. And I always did it because my dad was so fussy about his cars and like my car. So I always did it to avoid door dings, but it's actually a great way to work more fitness into your life. And, if you go to the mall to shop, do an extra loop before you start shopping, before you're carrying all your bags. Just do a quick loop around the mall. You're just working in more steps. You're already there. Another one that I talk about all the time because it's so great for your body confidence, your everything, is just doing a plank every day before you hop in the shower. I did it as a challenge a couple weeks ago and did the body confidence challenge, and people were loving it and really noticing a difference in a week with how they felt and how strong they were. So that's another one that's so easy. Just a quick workout in the morning, even if it's just a couple minutes. What I did last year during the entire month of December, this is no lie, other than my normal walking the dogs and stuff like that, I did no resistance workouts, no scheduled workouts. I just told myself that every single day, you've been doing the plank. Karen, that is so awesome. It is seriously amazing. So last December, I every day committed to jumping on my mini trampoline, whether it was 5 minutes or 20 minutes. I put on music. It's really fun with holiday music. And I just started, I bounced every day. And that's what I did for the month of December. I was in the best mood because it is so uplifting. It's energizing. And it's awesome. Now come January, I worked in the resistance and the kettlebell and all that, but it was just a fun little break. The little mini trampoline I have is in my Amazon store. There's a link in my bio. It is super reasonable. Lisa, I love the plank challenge too. It's the best. It is so simple. Like this thing, I think people just complicate this stuff so much. And you can do really simple stuff like a plank and it works. Like that's why they've been around for so long. Squeeze in some air squats while you're waiting for the coffee to brew. Or there's another little move that I always show my ass and abs workouts that you can squeeze in anytime. Speaking of which, come to my live ass and abs workout. I do one every Wednesday at 6. Generally, they use no equipment. If we're going to use a weight, like any type of weight, I let you know ahead of time, but usually it's nothing. Thank you for all these hearts. So it's Wednesday at 6 p.m. We are done in 20 minutes. So I'll be going live again this Wednesday. The ass and abs workouts are not saved in my feed, though. If you want to work out with me, you just have to show up. Okay. Next topic we're going to cover. Let's get this party started. Hey, Nicole, nice to have you here. I don't know if you've been on one of my lives before, but thank you for joining me. So let's talk alcohol. I'm a bartender. I just do it very part-time, but I'm a bartender. So it's no secret, alcohol is a part of my life. And more alcohol is consumed between Thanksgiving and New Year's, statistically, than any other time of year. Now, 2020 might be a little different. I don't know that they have the statistics in for 2020 yet. But, consequences. So I believe, for me, consuming alcohol mindfully is a nice part of my life. It's kind of celebratory for me, and I really enjoy it. But I'm also super mindful of what I'm consuming, how much I'm consuming, and how it's affecting me. So some consequences can be, as we all know, okay, if you really have too much, a hangover, nobody wants to feel like shit the next day. Like, it is just not worth it. And weight gain, because alcohol you're consuming some extra calories. And even more so, it's a lot of times the sugary mixers and also the poor food choices that people end up making when they've had a little too much to drink. So, I encourage you, be mindful of your consumption, be honest with yourself. The sugary mixers can really mess with you. There's a lot of additives in wine also. So that was something, even some of the organic wines. So wine sold in the US, the United States allows over 70 different additives in wine, many of which are literally like sugar flavoring additives added to make it taste more interesting. All types of coloring agents. It's really pretty scary. So many times too, those additives in the wine can be affecting the way you feel the next day as well. I love, personally, I'm going to give a big shout out to Dry Farm Wines, and I am an affiliate for them. I love this company. I've been with them really from the time they started. So if you're ever interested, DM me, I'll send you a link, or there's a link in my bio. These wines are better than organic. They are sourced from small family vineyards all over the world, additive free, super low sugar with the way they're fermented. So they are keto friendly, paleo friendly, really clean, and a little lower in alcohol. You're still drinking something, but zero effect the next day. I mean, they are really amazing. So I feel really good drinking those. Yes, Priscilla, I was going to mention that also as my other thing. Drink water too while drinking alcohol. Absolutely. You know, a rule of thumb is to have one glass of water for every drink. And that's something that I always do. If I'm out, I will, like if I have a drink, I will then say, okay, now can I have a sparkling water? And I just alternate. And it just keeps you hydrated and just keeps you from consuming too much. Hey, Greta, how are you? Nice to have you here. Watch the sugary mixers. I tend to stick to either really dry wines or super simple drinks like a vodka soda, which I actually made tonight because I'm sampling these bitters that a company sent me to test, because that's the fun thing about being a bartender. Sometimes you get to test out ingredients and create recipes. So every now and then too, especially on the holidays, I will post some kind of healthier cocktail options. Not to say that they're healthy, but with fewer consequences and with healthier mixers. So I'm sure I'll be sharing some of those as well soon. Another great alternative that just feels really festive, and I do this a lot, is I'll pour some sparkling water in a wine glass, add like berries or lemon or both, and it just makes it fun and pretty and festive and celebratory. So I think it's important to talk about this. Vodka, I am a Tito's girl too, Lisa, absolutely. Nicole, is that bitter drinks? I do too, and I'm testing these. Yeah, I love like the bitter, the sour, like the interesting flavors, and we don't tend to suck those down as quickly either, which is good. Okay, so what have we covered so far? I have one more topic and then we'll review. So far we talked about no as a complete sentence. So important to set boundaries now. Sugar and spice and everything nice. Getting the food stuff and the nutrition under control. Tito's for the win. Yes, we are Tito's girls all the way. But learning to mindfully enjoy those treats. Shopping is cardio. Building the fitness where you can. Do not make yourself crazy. Oh my gosh, hi Viv. What is it, like 7 a.m. where you are? Viv is from the Philippines, and she's 12 hours ahead of me. She was one of my biggest supporters in Maxim CoverGirl in the spring and summer. And she was asking all my friends to vote for me. She's just the sweetest. But I love, it's always the next day where Viv is. Wherever I am, it's the next day for Viv. Then we talked about, let's get this party started, the alcohol we were just talking about. And my last topic that I want to cover for getting your shit together before the holidays. And again, this isn't just for the holidays, this is for every day. Just decide to be fabulous. Show up as the person you want to be. Think about who that person is. Like, how does she dress? How does she take care of herself? How does she talk to herself? How does she show up when she walks into a room? Do what feels good to you. And it's about that confidence and owning who you are. And doing all of these things are going to help you. Like the morning, that plank every day is going to give you the body confidence. I'm telling you, if you do nothing else, do a plank every day and you'll be thanking me. Affirmations are huge here. And huge. So, and this is something, and Lisa Easton is on here, is great with money mindset. She gives some amazing financial affirmations. Thank you, Karen. And writing number 5 down for sure. Good, Mandy. Yes, this is a big one. So you just decide to be fabulous and show up that way. You decide how your day is going to go. And it doesn't mean that shit isn't going to happen. It does. So I'm going to tell you a little story, actually. Oh, thank you so much, Viv. So I'm going to tell you a little holiday story from last year, just to keep things completely real. So we can decide to be fabulous, and we do. I do every single day. Um, you're welcome, Lisa. But shit is still going to happen, and it's how we respond to it. So it's about responding. It's about taking the time to respond instead of just reacting. I'm going to tell you a little story about Thanksgiving last year. So holidays can be a little weird when families are split up and all these different things. And then last year I had to work on Thanksgiving evening, and I was like, that's okay, I'm going to make this work. So I was going to make Thanksgiving dinner. My parents were coming over. My son was going to be home. So I got all this food on Tuesday. I was prepping it Wednesday, so I had to work Wednesday. I used to work at my job a lot more than now. Happy, healthy, and hot is what I do. And I just work 1 day a week. But back then I was working a lot more. So I was working Wednesday night, and then Thursday was Thanksgiving. I was serving this big Thanksgiving meal in the afternoon and then going into work that evening. I'm at work Wednesday night, and I get a call from my son who was in Philly and was going to be coming home that night that his car had been hit. He wasn't driving. Somebody just hit his car in the street. He couldn't even drive. It was not drivable. So I was at work. I'm like, okay, what do? I went to my favorite affirmation. This is real. Like when I tell you guys I use affirmations every single day, I do. And I just kept saying thank you. First I just expressed gratitude. Thank you that he's okay. Thank you nobody's hurt. Thank you my car has a full tank of gas and I'm wide awake and I can drive after work and pick him up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So express gratitude. Then I started using that favorite affirmation of mine. I have lots of favorites, but the perfect one for then, I'm willing for this to be easier and more magical than I can imagine. So I drove to Philly that night, picked my son up, extremely grateful that nobody was hurt, that I could get him home safely. I didn't sleep much, made Thanksgiving dinner the next day, went to work. It was all a little crazier. I just kept expressing gratitude. But here's the crazy thing. It really was more magical than I ever could have imagined. Without going into detail, too much detail and personal stuff, but his car was totaled. And I was like, oh my gosh, great, now he needs a new car. How are we going to do that? The solution ended up literally the perfect car was gifted to him, the perfect car for him. It was a scenario you can't make this stuff up, and it was magical. It was one of those things that made everybody happy. And everything about the situation, nobody wants their car totaled the night before Thanksgiving, but you know what? It all had the happiest of endings. So this stuff works. So decide to be fabulous every single day. Show up as the person you want to be. How does she dress? How does she enter the room? And this is where the affirmations really are big for you. And one of my favorites, I am rich as fuck, hot as hell, and living a life beyond my wildest dreams. Because I think if you say that to yourself, you are just going to step into that. Another one, and this is not, I can't take credit for this one. It comes from Amanda Francis, who's awesome. This is one my sister and I both use all the time. I am the catch. I am the prize. I am the whole damn vibe. And when you start saying this to yourself, smiling when you say it, feeling it, you're going to start to own it. It's going to seep in. And you're going to start treating yourself that way. And then you see that other people start treating you that way. It's really amazing. This stuff works. I share this affirmation stuff. It all happy, healthy, and hot. It's a mix of the practical and the woo-woo, because that's how I live my life. But, so I'm going to give you the practical nutrition stuff that you can use and implement that's really easy. I'm going to give you the workouts, the home workouts. You don't have to go to the gym. I'm going to make all that stuff easy and practical and real, but then I'm going to give you my crazy woo-woo affirmations, because this is the stuff that's really changed my life. This is the stuff that gets you to the next level. This is the stuff that gets you through to the other side where you are turned on, lit the fuck up, and head over heels in love with your life. That's what makes the difference. The nutrition and the fitness are so important too. And they are a huge part of what helped me keep my shit together, leaving a 25 plus year relationship, starting over. Just taking care of myself in that physical way kept things together. But then it was when I started adding the mindset stuff, that's when things really started. Yes, Priscilla, be mindful daily. That's when things really started taking off for me, and life started changing, and life started just feeling amazing. So, I want to say too, all this stuff, I think some people, when they hear me say no as a complete sentence, they think it's a little selfish. Taking care of yourself is never selfish. It is the best gift that you can give, not just to yourself, but to everybody around you. So when we, hey Mandy, when we really fill ourselves up first, we are shining brighter into the world. We are showing others what they can do, and we are making the world a better place. So you are really doing a wonderful thing for everybody when you're showing up as the best version of yourself. So I want to take a minute to go through these topics again, so you can write them down if you missed any. And then I would love to hear if there's any that you would like to hear me go into more detail on in future lives. Because we are going into 2021 lit up and owning who we are. This is going to create a ripple effect for everybody around us. This is going to literally make the world a better place. You being the best you, me being the best me, all of us shining our light as brightly as we can and owning who we are making the world a better place. So just to touch on these 5 topics again real quick, we started with no is a complete sentence. So learn to say no, to really prioritize what's important to you. Learn to say no to distractions sometimes and give yourself that quiet time, morning and evening. Next topic we covered was sugar and spice and everything nice. And we just talked about navigating food choices this time of year, making mindful choices. Really prioritizing, thinking about what are the things that you truly enjoy and enjoying those, no guilt, no regrets, eating them mindfully. Rather than just, mindlessly eating the cookies that somebody brought to the break room that you don't even really care about. They're not that good. They're a little bit stale, like you are worth so much more than that. Again, get enough sleep, prioritize protein and fat. Don't bring shit into the house if you're going to be too tempted. Our next topic was shopping as cardio, all about working fitness into your day. This is not the time of year to start an elaborate fitness routine. It's a time to fit little things in wherever you can. The morning plank is life-changing. Park your car further away so you have more steps getting into the store. Squeezing those air squats while you're bringing your coffee, that type of thing. Let's get this party started was about enjoying your alcohol mindfully, watching the sugary mixers, staying hydrated, and just being aware of not just the calories, but the fact that you can make some poor food choices. So just enjoying it mindfully. And then last, and I really think this is the most important, is, thank you, Priscilla. Yeah, it really is about overall well-being. I completely agree. So last one, which I believe is most important, is just decide to be fabulous. Show up as the person you want to be. Step into her now. So think about, in order to do that, you need to think about who it is that you really want to be and how you're going to show up for the world. So I love giving you these tips. I love sharing with you on Sundays. The feedback I'm getting is amazing. Some of you have taken the ownership, taken the step to dive a little deeper and go into some one-on-one coaching. And the only way to work with me right now is I'm offering one-on-one intensives. So these are 90 minutes. It's $111. It's a no-brainer price. We dive deep. We look at where you want to be and what is stopping you from getting there. Oh, thanks, Mandy. I love the last tip too. And I really have a gift for simplifying things. First of all, I have 2 health coaching certifications. I know my stuff, but at the end of the day, a lot of this comes to me very intuitively. And I just kind of know what you need. And I'm able to simplify it for you and break it down into really easy, simple steps that you can follow. So if you do desire to go a little deeper, I mean, I know you know who you are. Women come to me when they're ready to make things happen. So if you're feeling that call, if you're ready, shoot me a DM. Just say I'm in, because I get a lot of DMs. Shoot me a DM that says I'm in, and I'll send you a link. You can read a little bit more about it and sign up if you are called to do so. We end up, it's funny because no matter what a person's goal is, it ends up being, some people are more nutrition based or more mindset based, but it always ends up being a mix. It always ends up being a little bit of a mix of all three. It's a lot of fun. So does anybody have any questions, any feedback, anything they want to see me cover in future lives? Drop a comment now. I'm just going to scroll through, see if I missed anything. You guys are so awesome, and this is such a great group. I'm thrilled having so many people here that I know. It makes it really fun. Okay, well, if we are all good, I will let you guys get on with your evening. Have a beautiful Sunday. Oh, 2 lives on Wednesday. Double lives. It's going to be so much fun. At 2 p.m. And if you came on late, this will be in my feed. So double lives on Wednesday. I'm going out to my sister's house at 2 p.m. We are going live with our Amazon favorites. So I have an Amazon store, so much good stuff in there. We are talking about our favorite things we both use and love. Totally random list. It's everything from pajamas to tooth whiteners to facial toners, like you name it, we're talking about it. So 2:00 p.m. on Wednesday, Amazon favorites with my sister Jen. You guys always love when she comes on. And they're just going to stay at her house to do our Ass and Abs live at 6. It'll be a no equipment workout because I'll be at her house. It's going to be so much fun. So hopefully I'll see you guys for one or both of those. Have a beautiful Sunday evening and an amazing week. And I will see you back here soon. Bye.